Hello, my lovelies. So I just got done recording a 12.5 minute lecture on social responsibility, um, the hope that we can find in situations like this, the normalcy of fear and nervousness, and acknowledgement that we're all scared. And then I decided that probably that wasn't what you guys wanted to hear. So I went back to the drawing board and I went to the questions that we put together and decided I would answer one of them, but I'm only going to answer it part way. So this one is a question from Madeline. And Madeline asked, what's the best pet to own and why? And so, as you can see, I'm outside right now, and so I'm not going to bring out all of my pets, but I am going to show you a few of them so that we can talk about kind of pros and cons of some of these pets. And we're going to talk today just about dogs, just dogs. So we'll start with the loud-mouthy one right now. Trixie, come on, Trixie. Okay, so here's Trixie. Oh, and there's Trixie. Okay, Trixie is a rescue dog. Trixie, we think, is Italian Greyhound and Pug. My older students from last year or the year before when I first got Trixie will know that I call her dog, not a dog. And so now I'm going to switch the camera to the other direction if I can, because there's another dog up here that is not a good dog for a first-time dog owner. Trixie would be an okay dog for a first-time dog owner. Come on, Sugar. I can't figure out how to turn the camera the other way. So this is what Sugar Pie has done. Sugar Pie has gotten herself on the other side of the fence. Come on. Okay. Because she's a beagle, and beagles, it turns out, have a couple of really obnoxious characteristics that make them not good dogs for a first-time dog owner. So the first is that they are extremely hyper, and so I just point the camera this direction for a minute. You can see that Trixie is running, Beluga is chasing her, and there goes the second annoying thing about beagles. They are extremely loud. So beagles are, if Sugar Pie is any indication of what a beagle is like, they are very, very sweet. They are super fun. They are not very smart. Extremely difficult to potty train. They dig and they climb and get into just about everything. So here we've got the whole crew going again. Including the voice. That's enough. Trixie is, like I said, we think she's Italian Greyhound and Pug. She was a rescue dog. And she's kind of ugly. Like, she's Mr. Warnock's dog, so I can say that. He disagrees. He thinks she's beautiful. I don't necessarily think that she's beautiful, but I think that she's very, very sweet. Her name at the pet adoption center was Drizella, so that tells you what the adoption center thought she looked like. She, like many Italian Greyhounds, has a lot of energy. She likes to run. She does have a really strong, what we call a prey drive, and a prey drive means that she sees something and she chases it. So She's what they call a sight hound. She sees something and then she just kind of goes for it. So she cannot be off leash. We have to have her close to us at all times. Sugar Pie is what they call a scent hound. So beagles smell things, and she can smell things through just about anything. We recently learned that they are the former owners of this house or somebody before them had planted peanuts. And we learned this because Sugar Pie started digging them up and bringing them into the house. So that's an interesting thing about beagles, is that they can smell just about anything. The little champagne and white dog, you guys have heard me talk about him a lot. That's a beluga. Beluga is right now chewing on a peanut that Sugar Pie dug up, and he is a full-blooded Boston Terrier, but he's what they call a non-standard Boston Terrier. So the AKC, that's the American Kennel Club, they have some kind of standards that they put out for like what a dog should look like, how a dog should be. And then anything that's not in that standard can't be shown at an AKC show. Beluga is non-standard, but I think he's the most beautiful dog that probably I've ever had besides my yellow lab. Boston Terriers also have some interesting ownership issues. So the first thing is Bostons love their people. And when I say love their people, I mean he lays on my face. He gets up on my lap and right into my face when I'm trying to eat, when I'm trying to use my phone, when I'm in the bathroom. He has no boundaries at all. He also is not especially social with strangers. So it takes him a really long time to warm up to people that he's never met before. He's a scaredy cat. Boston Terriers are not good guard dogs. He is actually afraid of the dark. So if he wakes up in the middle of the night and the lights are all off and he needs outside, he will get up in my ear and whine at me instead of getting off the bed to like scratch at the door. The last dog that we have here, and I'll see if I can show him to you, that black dog up there, Skeeter. Come here, Skeeter. Come on, buddy. He's just going to ignore me completely, but Trixie will get back in my lap because she is like that. Skeeter is my daughter's dog. He is also a rescue dog. He's about 5 years old now. When we first got Skeeter, we thought, there's a bird above my head and I really hope it doesn't poop on me. But when we first got Skeeter, we thought that he was like a Weimaraner, maybe a Doberman Pinscher mix. But when we got him DNA tested, he is actually a Chihuahua Husky Lhasa Apso Springer Spaniel, and then some other stuff. Because he was mixed with big dog and little dog, he has some really significant hip problems. So when we're looking at rescues, rescues are, it's always a good idea to get a rescue if you can get a rescue. They tend to be usually a little bit more healthy because of the mixed breeding patterns. But when big dogs and little dogs mix, they often will have more health problems in terms of their joints, their muscles, ligaments, and tendons, and that has been the case with Skeeter. In all other ways, Skeeter is an exceptional dog. He loves people, but he guards the house, guards the territory. He likes to snuggle. He does think he's a lap dog at about 40 pounds. So sometimes we have to like, okay, you can lay beside me, but not on me. But what's really interesting about Skeeter is when my yellow lab got cancer, and we thought that we might have to put him down. Skeeter seemed to know that. And I don't have any scientific evidence at all that Skeeter actually knew that Max was sick. But he seemed to know, and he seemed to be, sad but okay when we lost Max. The Yellow Labrador is an excellent first-time dog owner's dog. Yellow Labs are, they are loving, they are kind. Max would actually snuggle with chickens, so that was great. They probably would not be great guard dogs. I think that Max would probably let someone take everything out of the house as long as they pet him on the way. But the biggest thing is that they just are really kind and comforting dogs. We have another dog that is in the house right now. She is a Papillon, and she's about 13 years old. We call her the Fun Police. So Papillons can also actually make good first-time dog owner dogs. We got her as a therapy dog for our youngest son with cerebral palsy, and she and Zach were very, very close. Now that she's older, she is kind of grumpy. She doesn't really want to deal with the other dogs very much, but until she got old, she would actually play with the other dogs. She just makes sure that they know she's boss. She has some skin issues. So, yes, Sugar, I hear you. So Papillons and Yellow Labs both actually have, it's very common for them to get some skin issues called dermatitis. And so we had them on some specialty food. Now, the downside of a Yellow Lab is that Yellow Labs don't have a shedding season. They just shed all the time. And so we started actually buying clothes based on whether or not they would attract fur, and if they did attract fur, whether or not they would show the fur. I think that's all the dog advice that I have right now based on my own dogs. I also, as you know, have a couple of rats. We have a guinea pig. We've got a box turtle. And, if we all get bored and we want to hear about caring for some of those animals, then I will do another video with them. In the meantime, stay safe, stay connected at a distance with each other. Stop worrying about things that you can't control. I know you're all doing that because I'm also doing that. And take some time to think about the things that bring you joy, the things that make you happy. And for me, you guys know that's my animals. My animals comfort me. Find something like that to comfort you right now. That's not going to be the same for all of you. You're all going to have something different. And whatever it is, it's okay as long as it doesn't involve spreading the virus. So remember that even if you feel alone, you aren't alone. And I will do another video soon when I maybe have all those questions up on the random wheel and we can figure out, just on a whim, which one to do. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.